I'd now like to introduce William Walsh. Without sponsors, events like this would not be possible to run, and we are delighted that SEAI are our main sponsor for this event. I would like to acknowledge Fergus and Paula as well for their input and assistance in organising and advising us on terms of this event, but particularly to SEAI for your sponsorship and assistance. I would now like to invite William to address you. William is the CEO of the Sustainable Energy Authority of Ireland, having previously held the position of both Chief Operations Officer and Chief Financial Officer. Joined the organisation in 2013, and before that has had a long distinguished career in management roles in a number of organisations. So I thank you, William, for your attendance today, and I'll now hand over to you to deliver an opening address for us. Thanks, William.
Good morning, everyone. As Sean's outlined, my name is William Walsh. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of the Sustainable Energy Authority of Ireland. It's a pleasure to be with you today at this important seminar. And on behalf of SEAI, I'd like to thank IrBEA for organising this timely event. We're delighted to be the headline sponsor and to support the vital conversations about decarbonising industrial heat and using biomass. There's a growing consensus nationally and internationally that we will need all viable low-carbon solutions to meet our climate targets. And biomass has a key role to play in that mix, particularly when it comes to industrial heat. This isn't just a view of SEAI. The IEA's Net Zero by 2050 roadmap, our own SEAI heat study, and other evidence-based reports point to the indispensable role of bioenergy and biomass. While energy efficiency and electrification are central to our transition, we also need scalable, sustainable heat solutions, especially in industry. Ireland has a significant indigenous biomass fuel supply that remains underutilised. Used in the right way, in the right sectors, this resource can help us reduce emissions, build energy resilience, and stimulate the economy. Industry is a particularly promising area for biomass. It's a sector with high temperature heat needs, economies of scale, strong decarbonisation ambitions, and in many cases, technical or cost barriers to full electrification. The case studies are already out there, and many people in this room, and indeed SEAI, have supported those installations and case studies, such as Astellas, Haleon, IrBEA and Danone. And we're now seeing renewed interest from major players like Dairy Gold. That momentum reflects what we've seen in two recent publications. The DETI Roadmap for Decarbonising Industrial Heat, which gives biomass a prominent role, and SEAI's own SEAI Energy Supply Chain Opportunities report published in March, which points to multi-billion euro opportunity by 2030, with Irish firms poised to capture over 80% of that market. But we are aware that real barriers remain, be they real or perceived, and we must work together as an industry and as an authority to address these. And those barriers are perceptions and knowledge gaps around the technology. There are fuel supply chain challenges, from sustainability certification to long-term security of supply. And importantly, incentive structures must evolve to fully support biomass in industrial applications. SEAI is committed to working with you to tackle these barriers head-on. Today, grant aid is already available through SEAI's Exceed and Community Energy Grant Schemes, and also through IDA and Enterprise Ireland's environmental supports. On the SSRH, we recognise the concern in the room. The exclusion of industry from tariffs due to state aid rules is a real issue. That's why we've been working intensively with DEC and the European Commission to fix this. A public consultation has just launched, an important milestone toward reinstating the SSRH for ETS and large industrial users. We strongly encourage all stakeholders here to respond and make your voices heard. Beyond incentives, SEAI also plays a key role in ensuring compliance and building confidence. We act as the verification body for biomass fuels under SI 350 of 2022, ensuring that biomass used at scale is sustainable and meets the standards of the Renewable Energy Directive. And we will continue to use our public platform and technical expertise to challenge misconceptions, share success stories, and build trust in biomass as a credible decarbonisation option. In just that vein, last Friday, myself and the SEAI team took the Minister for Energy, Darragh O'Brien, to visit Roganstown Country Club and Hotel to see a biomass in operation. And he got his sleeves rolled up and he got a sense of what biomass is all about and the opportunity that exists and the benefit that it has for its users at first hand. So SEAI has been ensuring that we've been using that platform that we have to support the industry, and we will continue to do that. In closing, I want to thank IrBEA, particularly Sean and the team, for convening the event today and continuing this discussion. SEAI is proud to support your work, and we look forward to engagements today. Your work is important, and I think Sean's reference to as indeed has Morris. In SEAI, we work with a lot of different industry bodies to support the industry. And one thing we have in common, and Morris referenced it, is a strong industry body, a coherent industry body, working together benefits the industry significantly. So we would encourage the industry to continue on the track that it has been on in terms of pulling together and working in the interest of the industry. My SEAI colleagues are here and will be involved throughout the agenda. We're available to answer questions and to collaborate. I want to thank my team who've come along today as well for the work that they've done in this area. They're very passionate. Any of you who've engaged with them will feel that. We at SEAI, we want to work together to ensure that biomass delivers on its potential as a cornerstone of our energy transition. And I want to thank you and wish you good conversations today. And thank you for the invitation and the opportunity to speak to you today. Thank you.
Thanks very much, William, for your address, and also thanks again to SEAI for their sponsorship of our event today. We'll now move to session 2 of our event. So in this we will have 2 presentations, the first one on the biomass resource and also a presentation about the whole area of sustainability and certification of the biomass supply chain. Just a reminder that after the 2 presentations there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions, so please note your questions as they're going through, and Noel will be going around with a roaming mic to take your questions. Each presentation will last about 20 minutes, and then there will be time for the questions after that. So I'd like to invite both Eugene and Iris to the stage.